here we have a young boy, Matthew Longstaff, who's playing alongside his brother, John Longstaff, who's 22 years old, 3 years older than him. And he's been in the radar of some bigger clubs. And wherever a young 19-year-old Steve Bruce gives him an opportunity to make his Premier League debut, he hit the crossbar in the first half with a great volley. And the way that he came on to that ball when it was laid back to him, he didn't rush it, he didn't fly in there, he waited it coming, and he just struck it beautifully. And what a moment for him. But that was a bit of quality. And that's the kind of and what a great moment for him and his family to be making his debut and scoring. I was going to say against the mighty Man United. It was the once mighty Man United. That's the kind of quality that even a team in the bottom three had today, and Newcastle didn't. But
to that point, what I was going to say is, at this point, if you're Solskjaer, just play your kids. Play Trong, play Greenwood. Because, let's be honest, it can't be any worse.
Gab, international break, of course, is upon us now. Any chance that Solskjaer could go during it?
I don't think so. I mean, certainly the noises coming even before this, but account after the turgid performance in the Europa League in midweek, they all seem to be no, this is the right path and blah blah blah, and then they'll hide behind the injuries to Pogba and Martial and whatnot. Look, there's obviously 101 problems. The easiest problem to fix straight away, though, is the manager. It's just basic things like the way the team plays. Leave the quality aside, but the movements that they make. This team only plays in transition. This is all they do is try to play in transition or on the counter. You can't do that. You have to be a little more multidimensional, and that's something that you can do regardless of the players you have. Just tell them to go and run and move according to how you see football. And I think the issue with Solskjaer is that he's only done well when he's had much better players than the rest of the league, as was the case in Norway. And when he's back, when he doesn't have the great players, he doesn't have that spark, that ingenuity, or at least he hasn't shown it yet. And he's certainly not the only problem, but he is the quickest fix.
Can you imagine the absolute hammering? They've had that many, I forgot. Post Ferguson, Moyes,
Van Gaal, Mourinho.
Right, yeah. Those three. In all fairness, they didn't make a great fist of it. One or two were more successful than others. Those three would have been getting absolutely smashed from pillar to post if they were in the position they are now, putting in the performances they are now. Yet what we're seeing from the UK in particular, not everybody but a lot of people, is, wow, it's just Ed Woodward. As Gab pointed out, there are a multitude of problems there, but it is arguable to say that he is also, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, one of the biggest ones.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.